Ladies and gentlemen, after a day's absence, let's bring in Pat Pagano. Good morning, Pat.
Well, good morning. Well, I wasn't absent.
I know you were absent on our air because of our problem.
Right, right. I was here. I
A-
don't get the Mondays off until next month.
And Pat was so
Yes,
concerned he actually called me to find out if I was still inhaling and exhaling.
right.
And I had two movies to talk to you about yesterday.
Okay. Well, we
Oh,
could talk about that today after
yeah.
of course we talk about this weather. There is a very weak front, Marshall, that's going to go through today. Partly sunny, high humid, a spotty shower, thunderstorm. If you're lucky to get one, say your prayers. Low 90s. Behind the front tonight, partly cloudy, 65 to 70. And tomorrow, sunny and not quite as hot or humid, 85 to 90. Front goes by to our north on Thursday, same front. So it's hazy, hot, and humid, mid 90s. Locally, there will be places hitting 100 on Thursday. Then Friday, it will be humid. Showers and thunderstorms will develop mainly in the afternoon, with highs in the middle 80s. The front will be slow to move by, so showers and thunderstorms Saturday, and still the possibility of a shower or thunderstorm on Sunday, but certainly the probability Sunday is less than it is on Saturday.
Well, now here's where I've got to butt in and ask you for a friend. A family I know, their daughter is getting married. I think it's on Saturday.
Nuts. Not good.
All right.
Not good at this point. I mean, it could always change. We all know that. It's only Tuesday, so it could change. But right now, when I look at the data that's here, um, we're looking at a high of 85 to 90, high humidity, hazy, and I would say, I'm going to break it down, I would say we have a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning and a 50 to 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. So let's just average it out and say we have about a 50-50 shot of getting showers and thunderstorms during the course of the day.
But
Not just afternoon, but during
that
the course of the day.
that won't be a continuous rain. That'll be the normal, just shower and pop up thunderstorm and stuff like that, right?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. We'll have to see. Sometimes, these fronts, they stall, and if they stall south of us, you can get what we call training, and you can get, one batch of rain right after the other. I don't know if that's going to be the case. So we'll just have to wait and see. But right now, it certainly looks muggy, sticky, and unsettled for Saturday. Sunday, the thinking is, back into the 90s with at least a 30% chance of thunderstorms on Sunday.
And is the hot weather going to continue into next week?
I would think at least until Monday, we may be able to temper it a little bit by Tuesday.
All right. So now we have the Sharon concert series coming up tomorrow night, so that looks like it's going to be okay.
That's correct.
Thursday night, the Sunset Music Series in Canaan, and also in Kent they have their concert series. And Wednesday night, also in Great Barrington at the gazebo, they have their concert. So I mean, and it's all week long through Sunday. It's Kent Sidewalk Days. So I mean, a lot going on. So
Oh, there always is at this time of the
yeah.
year. And
Oh, Pat,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, and again, your best chance of showers and thunderstorms comes Friday and the weekend.
All right. All right. So now I have to talk about two movies, and the movies I'm going to talk about. One is new, okay, and one is old. And the movie that's old, which I watched again 2 nights ago, was so far ahead of its time and so good and so accurate. I watched it again in detail. And that's the movie Contagion,
I've heard of that.
which was filmed in 2011 about an outbreak and how
Oh, yeah, you told me about that.
this is one of the most fantastic movies in 2011. 9 years before, well, I'll say 6 years. It happened after SARS. They made it after SARS, but 9 years before COVID. This movie, if you don't watch it and you have a streaming service, and you should watch it because it is frighteningly so realistic ahead of time what it predicted about COVID without even predicting COVID itself. So I watched it again, and it's still, every time I watch it, Pat, it's still a gripping movie. It really is amazing, and especially the way they end it. The way they end it is they show the whole timeline of how one little act in a forest led to a virus that spread around the world. Really an amazing movie. But the second movie is a new one, and I think you'll like it, Pat. It's called The Gray Man.
Okay.
It's on Netflix. And all I'll tell you is that it has a lot of action in it, a lot of twists and turns, and I think that you'll like it.
Okay.
I think that you'll like it. It's once again about a person involved in the CIA who gets involved in an interagency thing, and there's good guys, there's bad guys, and there's a sequel coming the way it ends. So
Really?
The Gray Man, it's on Netflix. The Gray Man. If you watch it, you'll like it.
Okay, and on another note, since you were talking about Contagion, did you see the blurb on the internet concerning polio in New York State?
Yeah, a couple of cases, yeah.
And they surfaced in Rockland County, in the water, in Rockland County. Of course, that's the county I'm in. It's a little confusing because the CDC is saying that all children and adults should be vaccinated ASAP. Now, are they talking about children and adults who have not gotten polio vaccines?
I think so, yeah.
See, they didn't go into that.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like, whether or not you were vaccinated, they want you to get vaccinated again.
Well, now, since COVID, they come out, now they want you to get vaccinated for this monkeypox. I mean,
Right.
And what's the dangerous thing about all these press releases is that the more you do this, the less people seem to care about it. You know what I mean? It's like old news to them. But you and I were young when when that was huge. That was huge.
They said the first vaccine came out in 55.
Yeah,
Right.
that was huge.
Right.
That was bigger than big back then. And just about every family knew somebody in another family that got polio. Kids that got polio.
Right.
So, and I think that's the vaccination that leaves that mark on your arm for years and years and years.
Yes,
and years.
that is correct.
Years and years and years and years. I think mine finally disappeared about 5 years ago.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Right. That's what leaves the mark on your on the upper left hand shoulder. So I'm gonna probably give my doctor a little buzz and find out what his outlook is on this. I tell you, every day something else is new. I didn't, of course, see anything in the way of new movies. I told you about Jurassic Park. I watched it. I agreed with you. Jurassic World, excuse me. I agree with you. But I haven't seen anything else, principally because I was away over the weekend up at the lake. And during the week, it's hard. Yeah. It's hard to watch any movies. But, yeah, I would like to look at The Gray Man. And I thought I saw that on Netflix, as I was browsing. I think I saw The Gray Man. I was kind of wondering what that was all about.
You'll like it. You'll like it. It's good. You'll like it.
I'm waiting for Netflix to come back out with, and I know they're coming back out with The Outer Banks, which I really liked. I liked both seasons. Seasons 3, that should be coming out, and that's it. I watched Stranger Things, and, and everything was left up in the air there. So, unfortunately, a lot of the things that I look forward to are already over.
That's right.
Unfortunately,
You got to wait for another year and a half.
Yeah, because Ozark ended. I mean, all the good, exciting stuff. But all right, so we'll get there. I think Reacher will be coming out next year.
I hope so.
I did like that series, and I think he comes out next year.
Like I said, I've got to control myself and no more binge watching, and just watch every week. Watch one series, and that way, you're not left holding the bag for a year and a half.
Yeah. Yep. You're right.
Yeah, but anyway, so those are my picks for you folks out there, if you're streaming. And did you remember a movie, Forbin, the Colossus Project?
Absolutely not.
Great movie. It's not even streaming. It's amazing. It's way ahead of its time about inventing a computer that was meant to protect the world, and it ends up trying to take over the world. I went looking for that, and that's you can only get it on disc, Blu-ray disc.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's strange. It
is.
Normally they'll turn those things right around and put them out on streaming. But that's the way it looks. So give us the forecast again here, Pat.
So it's a partly sunny, hot, humid day, a spotty shower, or thunderstorm, and we're in the low 90s.
All right. And like I said, we'll look into the weekend as we keep going along.
Yeah, tomorrow we should have a better idea.
All right. I want you to have a good day today, Pat.
Do the same. Stay safe.
All right. Take care.
Bye-bye.
That is Pat Pagano this morning at the Weather Center with a check on our tri-state forecast here on Robin Hood Radio.